Today I'm going to be making music in No Man's Sky. Yeah. So a few weeks ago a new update was released for No Man's Sky which brought in a music making device, which is really quite confusing. Don't know why they'd do it, but either way, I'm into it. Now because I've never actually played this game before, I just spent like half an hour or so trying to figure out how everything works and try to figure out how this horrific interface works. But either way, I think I'm ready to go. So now, what do I need to do? I can't remember. Place down one of these, I think. Like that. Claim base. Yeah, that's a pretty cool planet. Whoa! Nice, there we go. We got our base. Okay, now I need to go into... Okay. That's not what I wanted, but... Oh, no. What am I doing? Get out of here. Okay. Let's bring in our music-making device. I can't even remember what it was called. ByteBeat device. There we go. Now, one thing that I learned is this power generator is really loud, so I want to put this thing out in the middle of nowhere. Over here somewhere. I think you can have up to 8 ByteBeat devices, so you can have 8 different layers for 8 different instruments, essentially, which is a pretty decent amount. And I think they automatically sync together, which is really handy. But anyway, let's get wiring. So, just need to go like that, and that boy's already powered. Nice. There we go, that's better. Ah, okay, so we've got our piano roll over here, which you select the key with, and then we've also got a drum sequencer. Now, I've already learned that these drums aren't the best. They don't sound very good. I think they're the biggest letdown of this music maker. For some reason it sounds like they're inside a bathroom or something. They're really reverby and they also have no bass. But you get a choice of 13 different samples and all of them are just horrible. I'm not looking forward to using them. And then over here we have our arpeggiator, which has an octave range. We've got some different shapes. We also have some different speeds as well as step sizes and also a randomize button. Nice. And over here we have an envelope editor so you can change the shape of your notes, which plays from the waveforms. Now the waveforms are actually probably the most exciting part about this. So if you go over here, you can create your own synthesizers. So for example, right now we've got some square waves. So if we just go in and put in a really basic arpeggiator, and I'll just change the operator type to add. There we go, that's sounding a little bit better. So you've got your usual waveforms. So you have your square, your triangle, sawtooth, and sine. Now the waveforms actually sound pretty decent, but I feel like there's a little bit of reverb going on, which I don't like, and I don't really know if you can take that off or not. But oh well, let's just start adding on some extra trees to our synthesizer. So we just need to press randomize, and that doesn't sound very good. So I feel like this actually works pretty similar to how Operator and Ableton works. So whatever you have at the bottom will feed through to the next tree above it, and we'll just keep going up. So for example, we've got this little wave going out of this operator into this operator, which changes the saw wave. And if you change this numerical input, then this waveform here is changed, which then goes on to affect the main waveform. It's actually pretty decent. The only thing holding it back is that you can't change envelopes for each individual operator. I guess most people will just be pressing randomize anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. I don't think anyone's going to get too technical with it, apart from me, because that's what I like to do. Yeah. Oh, that is hideous. Nice. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh. Yeah, I like those ones. Now let's go and throw some stuff onto this side. We need to change out that boy. Have a little something. Oops. Oh no. I like that. Wait a minute. Let's get rid of these notes. Let's just quickly try to bring on our arpeggiator. Let's go a little something like that. How about that? Nice. Oh, I like that sound. Oh, you can make some really hideous sounds with this. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Warping all over the place. That sounds really cool. Okay, that sounds really powerful. I think I might actually leave it as that for now. I'm a fan of that sound. Let's move on to the next device. And I think I might bring in some drums. Even though I don't really want to. I know these are just going to sound horrible, but I don't really have a choice. Oh, that is hideous. That is ugly. It is so ugly. Look at that thick tail. Oh, no, what have I done? Oh, no, they're playing over each other. Stop. Stop it. What's going on? Oh, that sounds horrible. Oh, these drums are so bad. Why do they have to use such bad samples? Oh, no. I'm not keen for this. They're like 8-bit drums, but even worse because they got that reverb on them. No! And because I don't actually think I can make these drums sound good, I'm just going to do something super simple for now. Oh, I need to change that hi-hat. Yikes, get out of here. Oh, that should be alright. I don't think I can do any better than that. That sounds alright with the synthesizer. Anyway, now that I got more than one device in here, you can actually see how to synchronize everything and how you can arrange a song so you just put in your clips where you want them. It's actually pretty seamless. I like this. Okay, anyway, now we've got our 2 instruments in here. I've got my arpeggiated synth as well as these shocking drums. Now, I actually really like how you can see the waveforms there. That'll definitely come in handy later when I'm trying to figure out which device is which. But anyway, let's start bringing in some more instruments. Now for this one, I think I might go for something a little bit longer. Maybe we'll try to do some pad sound. Something like that. Okay, let's get rid of all this stuff. That sounds bad. Did it just speed up my whole thing and change the key? Why did it do that? I can't even remember the original BPM. I think that'll do. Okay, for this one, let's disable the arpeggiator. Let's just change that envelope. And we'll just start placing in some notes. What a bad note to start with. That's a bit better. Okay, that's better. Now let's just work on the sound a little bit. Oh, yikes. Oh. Oh no, what did I do? I broke that. Oh. That's a pretty cool sound. Hey, nice little chip sound. I like that. That actually sounds pretty decent. I like that it goes a little bit out of time because I'm not using the arpeggiator for it. I think it fits really well. I think the only thing I might need to do is just change the envelope, just make it fade in a bit. Yeah, that works. Just turn it down a little bit more. There we go. Nice. I mean, it was nothing like what I was trying to make, but oh well, sounds decent. Now let's bring in some more wires and we can bring in another instrument. Yikes, why does it keep changing the key and BPM? Now for this device, I might actually try to do a bass line of some sorts. That's a bit high. Turn that down. I might change it to the triangle wave as well. That sounds bad. What I might actually do is I might copy over the synthesizer from this first one that I made, so I can just go like that, copy the waveform, paste it on there like that. Oh. Wait a minute. Hey, that is sounding pretty decent to me. I think I might leave it for the bass line. Now, I just really wish that I could do some octaves. I guess I could if I copy over the entire synthesizer, bring it into a new device, and then put one up an octave and just put in some random notes. Now, I only want this high octave to play on these last notes of the bar, so we'll just go like that. Then we just need to go over to this machine, get rid of the last beat, and that should be it. Yeah, perfect. Takes a lot more work and it uses up an entire track. Sounds pretty decent. Now, what else do I even add in? I guess I need to do things for different sections of the song. How many other tracks do I have to work with? 3. So I've got 3 more that I can use for an intro or an outro section. That should actually be pretty doable because I don't need any other devices for drums or anything like that because they sound so bad. I'm not going to be using too many of them. Anyway, for an intro section, I might actually just copy over this original sequencer here and also copy over the waveform as well. And I think I'll put it on the sine wave. Oh, I need to change that waveform. Ooh. That sounds good. I'm going to leave it as that. That sounds pretty much perfect. Okay, so I've just spent a little bit of time going through and filling up the final sequence of tracks, and I've also tidied up the song a little bit. But anyway, now that I'm all done with that, here is my finished song, Made in No Man's Sky. Enjoy! So there we go, that is music made in No Man's Sky. Now this was a whole lot of fun, even though I'm not too sure why they added in this update. It seems a little bit out of place. But either way, it was fun, and I especially liked the advanced waveform editor. That thing was unnecessarily complicated. I mean, there's probably like a small handful of people who will know what they're doing with the waveforms, but apart from that, it's really complicated, and the randomizer just makes some horrific sounds. They sound really bad. I mean, I could also say the same thing about those drum samples as well. Wasn't really feeling those, but apart from that, it's a pretty decent music maker, and yeah, a whole lot of fun. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video, so I'll see all of you in the next couple of days for my next upload. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.